We are now at lesson 4, and here our focus is going to be on the dual form of a noun. And just to put things in context, we have talked about the case. A noun can either be in rafa, nasab or jar form. We've talked about gender, masculine and feminine, and now we are talking about number. So far we focused on singular nouns, and here we are going to talk about dual nouns. In Arabic, dual is called muthanna. I, however, will stick to the English terminology of dual. And then we have plural, which refers to 3 or more. To understand the concept of dual, let's take a really simple word such as kitabun. Kitabun means one book, and this is expressing kitab in rafa form. The question now is, how do we say 2 books? And the answer is, we say 2 books by writing kitabani. So one book, kitabun, 2 books, kitabani. Let's take another word now. Say we have Muslimun. Muslimun means one Muslim, and 2 Muslims will be Muslimani. I hope you see what's going on here. When we have a singular noun, which is in masculine, such as Muslimun, you convert this to dual by adding an alif and a noon. So you take whatever we have before the alif, you put a fatha or a zabar. So this fatha, alif, and then the noon and the kasra. So if we have Muslimun, this becomes Muslimani. If you have mushrik, then that will become mushrikani. So this is how you go from singular to dual. And all the duals that I've shown here are in the rafa form. We've talked earlier about nasab and jar. So we also need to know how to write kitabani in nasab form and jar form. And this is fairly straightforward. In the nasab form, we will write kitabaini. And the jar form is the same. So here again, we'll write kitabaini. Now I want you to pause this video and write this word Muslimani in nasab form and jar form. So hopefully you got this right. In nasab form we have Muslimaini, and then in jar form again we will have Muslimaini. So the jar form and the nasab form are the same, and hopefully you also see the rule. The rule is that we add ya and then noon. Whatever we have before the ya, we put a fatha on that. That connects with the ya, and then noon has a kasra. So Muslimun, Muslimani, and then in nasab and jar we have Muslimaini. If we have another word such as mushrikun, then the rafa becomes mushrikani. This is rafa for dual. And then the nasab is mushrikaini, and the jar again is mushrikaini. So you need to remember these rules. And again, we are talking about dual and masculine. Moving now to dual and feminine. Let's say we want to use the feminine of Muslimun. So one Muslim man is Muslimun, one Muslim woman would be Muslimatun. We've talked about this in an earlier lesson. So this is singular. Now what we want to do is convert this to dual, and we want to see the form in rafa, nasab and jar. Muslimatun, when we convert this to dual, so 2 Muslim women would become Muslimatani. In nasab, we will have Muslimataini. And in jar, again, we will have Muslimataini. So in nasab and jar, we have the same form. And here again, I want you to understand the rule. Effectively, what's happening is this ta marbuta is being converted to a regular ta. And then as before, we add the alif and the noon. So ta marbuta gets converted to ta. We put a fatha, connect with alif, and then noon has a kasra. And then for nasab, again, ta marbuta gets converted to a regular ta. And then after that, we have the ya. and the noon with a kasra. So typically a ta over here with the fatha connected with the ya. So muslima thaini, and then for jar we have the same thing. So pause the video and come up with the rafa nasab jar for the dual of mushrikatun. And here notice sometimes I write the double dhamma like this and sometimes I write it like this. Both mean the same thing. So hopefully this is what you got. Mushrikatun is singular. The dual in rafa form is mushrikatani. The nasab is mushrikataini. And the jar also is mushrikataini. Now I want you to do an exercise, and what you have to do is fill this table for the following words. The first word is Muslimun, then we have mushrikun, the third word is mu'minun, and the fourth word is fasikun. Some of these we've done before, so it is a repetition, but only when you write this out yourself will you learn and remember. And here I have grayed out plural, so you need to come up with rafa nasab jar in the singular form and rafa nasab jar in the dual form. Do this before you look at the remaining slides because all this is done for you. Alright, once you are done, you can then look at the solution. So this is the solution for Muslimun, Mushrikun, Mu'minun, and Fasiqun. That is it for this lesson.